We are living through one of the biggest technological shifts in human history, for sure. And artificial intelligence? It's right at the center of it. It's already the unseen force that's sorting, filtering, and shaping the absolute tidal wave of information we all see every single day.
And that brings up a huge question, one that really gets to the heart of everything. It affects what you buy, what you read, even what you believe. Who is actually making those decisions for you?
You know, a good way to think about AI is like it's our new global librarian, a super intelligent gatekeeper that can organize and make sense of literally all of human knowledge. And let's be honest, at first glance, that sounds pretty incredible, right?
I mean, the promise of AI isn't just some far-off idea. It's happening right now, with an exploding list of practical applications that are already starting to change our world, mostly for the better. Just think about it for a second. AI is quickly becoming this tireless co-pilot in almost every field imaginable. For scientists, it's crunching massive data sets to find patterns we humans could never spot, leading to brand new breakthroughs in medicine. In our jobs, it's boosting our efficiency, kind of like a superpowered assistant. And for education, it has the potential to be a personal tutor for every single student on the planet. This is the amazing power we're just beginning to tap into.
But, and this is a really big but, these incredible advantages are only half the story. Because when you take a closer look at our new global librarian, you start to see some serious cracks in the facade. You start to see that this idea of it being totally neutral, well, it's an illusion.
This right here is what experts are calling an epistemic crisis. So what does that actually mean? It means our shared understanding of what's true and what's not is literally breaking down. Our ability as a society to make sense of the world is under attack like never before, and AI could easily become the main weapon in that fight.
So, where's this coming from? Well, one of the biggest problems is something called algorithmic bias. And listen, these aren't just random glitches or mistakes. We're talking about systematic, repeatable errors that cause AI systems to spit out unfair results, favoring one group over another time and time again. Turns out, our new librarian has its own hidden preferences.
Now, here's the real danger. Because we tend to think of algorithms and computers as being objective and neutral, their biases can just fly right under the radar. They don't just create unfairness out of thin air. They can take the social inequalities that already exist and bake them right into our technology, making everything worse, all while hiding behind this mask of being totally impartial.
Which, of course, leads us to the most important question of all. If these powerful systems are biased, who's putting the bias there in the first place? Who are the real powers behind the curtain?
Okay, so look at this image. Imagine that circle represents the entire space for our global conversations, all our debates, all our searches for information. Now, just look at who's standing on the edge, controlling who gets in and who doesn't. It's not a diverse group, is it? It's a very select few.
And here they are, the gatekeepers. It's a handful of corporations, the names you'd expect, like Google and Microsoft, that have basically established chokeholds on the core technology that makes AI possible. They control the massive cloud computing power, they own the huge data sets needed to train the models, and they run the platforms that we all use every single day.
And this isn't just about who has the biggest market share. This massive concentration of power gives them the ability to shape the entire AI ecosystem to serve their own private interests. They are the ones who get to decide what AI looks like, how it works, and ultimately who really benefits from this game-changing technology. Okay, so how does this control actually work in the real world? How can AI actually be used to manipulate information and shape your personal reality?
Well, one of the most obvious tools is the deepfake. By generating or tweaking video and audio, AI can create these incredibly convincing forgeries that make it look like someone said or did something they absolutely never did. This technology just slashes the time, the cost, and the skill you need to create and spread really potent, really convincing disinformation.
But look, manipulation isn't always about adding fake information. Sometimes it's about what you don't get to see. AI censorship is when these systems are used to selectively hide, block, or suppress certain content or certain voices. It's a much quieter, almost invisible form of control that reshapes what you know simply by leaving things out. And then there's the much sneakier effect of the filter bubble. It's this quiet little feedback loop running in the background of our digital lives. See, every time you click on something, you're teaching an algorithm what you like. And to keep you clicking, it just shows you more of the same, and more. Until over time, without you even realizing it, you're walled off from different points of view. Your reality isn't just being shown to you, it's being reinforced over and over again.
So when you put all of this together, you start to see that the stakes could not be higher. This isn't just some tech issue. This is about the future of our shared reality. It's about the global balance of power.
And you better believe countries all over the world are waking up to this fact. They know AI is the new frontier in geopolitics. I mean, more than 75 countries now have national AI strategies. You've got France backing open source models, Canada investing in its own compute power, the UAE pouring in billions, and Singapore building models trained on local cultures. This has become a full-on race for national advantage.
But right at the center of this global race, you still have that incredible concentration of corporate power. With just a flick of a digital switch, a few companies can change the information that billions of people see. They can influence their work, their experiences, even their fates. That is the unbelievable scale of power we are talking about here. And maybe, just maybe, the most profound risk in the long run is what this does to our own minds. As we get used to relying on AI to give us the answers, the temptation to just stop thinking for ourselves, to stop searching for our own truths, it's huge. What's really at stake here is our own autonomous human agency, our ability to think critically and explore ideas for ourselves.
All of this brings us to one final, absolutely critical point. As we try to navigate this new world, the question we really need to be asking isn't just about what the technology is capable of,
But who holds the keys? Because at the end of the day, our future is going to be defined by the answer to that one question. Who is controlling the AI that controls the information you see?